So day after Thanksgiving, I got my winterizer down, full rate of nitrogen, potassium, full rate of calcium, half rate of iron, and a full rate of CK and natural adjuvant. Foliar application, I'll let it soak in, do its thing overnight, water tomorrow morning, then I'll winterize my irrigation system for the second time. You're watching this on a Sunday, a couple of days after Thanksgiving. Tomorrow is the last day, Monday is the last day for the big Black Friday sale where everything on the website pretty much is on sale. So don't forget to check that out so you don't miss out on the good deals. So my cart buddy here, how do I winterize it or put it up for the winter? And got my hose drug out in the yard still, run out empty. Put 2 or 3 gallons of water in here, turn it back on to be able to push all the material out of the hose so I don't waste any. So you can see I've got it over here next to a bedded area because I'm going to flush the system out a little bit. All the fittings on the pump are quick disconnect, including the filter. So I take that out, and it's got a screen. Now I don't actually take the screen out because it can be a little bit tricky to get back in. It's just the way it's designed. So I leave the screen in it while I rinse this out. Make sure you put the rubber gasket back in, and then you can just screw the lid back on. Now if you get cold enough to where there's a lot of freezing going on like you guys up north, I would probably take the pump off and the filter, store it inside. Of course, the rest of the unit should be okay to sit in a garage as long as you do these steps that I'm about to show you. Of course, one, that's clean the filter out. Now, once I do that, I don't hook the suction hose back up. I simply turn it on to let the pump pull a little bit of air and push a little bit of water that's left in there, push it back into the tank. Remember, the suction hose is quick disconnect, so I've got that disconnected right now. I'm just going to rinse the tank out. And you can see my water's just flowing out right there, and I'll let that go until it's completely drained. Now, if you do want to get every single last little drop of water out of the pump, unplug it, or where it's connected to the battery source. Just take the 2 nuts off that are holding the pump mount on. That way the pump mount and battery housing, the whole thing comes off. It's so much easier to do it that way instead of trying to take just the pump off. And then you can shake the pump and turn it around and get all the last little bit of water out of it. Now when we blow the line out, I've found that the little rubber end seals off the air a lot better on the fitting. So if you have that one, be sure and use that one. I'm gonna open my regulator all the way up, quick disconnect the discharge side from the pump, put my air hose in here, just give it a couple little pumps of air, and that's going to push the air out of the regulator, out of the agitation tube and the eductor. Then I'm going to close the regulator all the way down. That's going to direct the air to the end of the hose. I really wouldn't hold this, I'm just holding it to show you what will happen. But that's how you blow all of the water out. Now there's nothing in the hose that can freeze over winter. And I leave all my connections disconnected. I don't hook anything back up to the pump. Just leave the hoses free, hanging, if you will. That way, if there's any excess water, it can just kind of run out on its own. And on my air compressor, I only use 5-10 pounds of PSI. Doesn't take a lot to do this. You don't want to put super high pressure on this system. Clean it up good before winter, that's completely fine. Use common sense. Don't soak down the electrical components of the pump or the battery. Might want to put a little grease or a little shot of WD-40 on the caster wheels for the winter. And once you do that, it's ready to be put up. So I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving, had a good time with your family. Don't forget the Black Friday sale ends November 27th, 2023. That's on a Monday, which should be tomorrow. So I got my winterizer down. It's all set. Put it to bed, rest, whatever you want to call it. And I won't have to do anything until I do my round one in mid-February-ish, when I put down my pre-emergent and wake up the turf and start the ball rolling all over again. Got my cart buddy put up and winterized, so it's ready to go for the winter. Now I'm gonna run back here and basically do the same thing with the Kentucky Blue rye mix, and I'll be done in the yard for a while. Say, as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to watch. I'll check you later.